Still coming in this newscast tonight, it is a big night for the Big Ten. Fred Khalil will be along with the action.
But first, we'll hear from Paul McCartney and why he believes in yesterdays. The sounds of Paul McCartney have been echoing through Market Square Arena now the past couple of nights. The former Beatle just wrapped up his second sold-out show there, ending a triumphant return to Indianapolis after a 25-and-a-half-year absence. Well, Paul McCartney says Indianapolis is a, quote, friendly city and is holding out hope that he can resolve his differences with the two surviving Beatles. Those were just a few of the revelations McCartney made during a news conference this afternoon. Our Ken Owen was one of the reporters who was there. You like this guy, don't you?
Oh, yes, and Mike, it was a unique opportunity to pick the brain of one of the most influential musicians in history, a man whose songs shaped a generation. During the 20-minute session today, Paul McCartney covered a number of subjects here, there, and everywhere. From the time the Beatles first invaded America, Paul McCartney's wit has been very evident.
I'm bald. Oh, we're all bald. Don't tell anyone, please.
26 years later, the hair's graying and there are lines on the face, but the attitude is just about the same.
Hi. Is it warm enough? Jacket off? Yeah, go for it. Right.
Paul McCartney says he's enjoying his first U.S. tour in 14 years and the audiences that range from toddlers to senior citizens.
I mean, I've seen a few sort of blue rinse ladies in the audience, you know. But listen, why not? You know, I mean, the promoter's mother came and she's 81. I said, get those earplugs ready. He said she wouldn't put them in.
Nearly half of the songs McCartney performs on this tour were popularized by the Beatles. He says the passing of time has made him feel more comfortable playing the songs he once avoided doing live.
And if you're going to play shows like this, you know, Hey Jude comes in very handy.
Time has also given McCartney a chance to think about the contributions the Beatles made to the culture of the 1960s.
I would say that we stood for peace and love. You know, we didn't need to. We could have stood for Satanism. That would have made a difference. You know, check it out. I mean, we had the power of Hitler, and we didn't use it that way. And I think that's probably our biggest achievement.
With George Harrison and Ringo Starr up for Grammy Awards and McCartney scheduled to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, there's been speculation the surviving Beatles might reunite on that show.
I wouldn't rule out the fact that maybe George, me, and Ringo might get together and play some music somewhere quietly. But it certainly won't happen like as publicly as the Grammys or somewhere. We'd have to get to know each other before that, you know. It's been a long time.
Well, McCartney says a lot of people ask him why he doesn't simply retire. He says after sitting around for a few months, he gets restless. And he says, quoting now, I'm still trying to write a good song. How about that?
He's been so many places, of course, in his career. Does he have any memory at all of being here in 1964?
I asked him point blank, Mike, do you remember that night in August of 1964 here in Indianapolis? He said, yes. 2 of my bandmates were out with state police and the 2 bandmates were drinking in the back of the car. He says, I was sensible. I stayed in bed.
Sure.
Oh,
okay, very good. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you. Coming up, Stan tells us if any of that nasty weather up north set it our way.
And we'll find out about an art exhibit. Stay with us.